Alright, here we've got a Craftsman 24-inch 9 horsepower snowblower. And the owner just says it won't run. That's all I've got. So, we're going to use the starter on this one because it's a 9-horse motor. And I don't have a 9-horsepower arm. Got that, we're going to have to at least get this cover off, but let's just look at a few things here. It might just be shutting itself off through some sort of a safety device, or like some kind of a shut off that's not supposed to shut it off. So let's just prime it first. It has good gas. I did look in the tank. Well, it has fair gas, eh? The gas in it should not deter it from running. So choke. And then the on button is plugged in. Oh, I'll show you that. So on these AC starters, you don't have to pack a battery around, but you need a cord to get them going. And that's why you still need the secondary pull if you're 150 yards or meters from the house. So, let's see if this guy will start. Where are we? Starter on the thing. Okay, that's about as long a period of time that you should ever run that starter. About 30 seconds is max. So let's just do a little walk around. Big cover, eh? I did get a stick and I turned the auger and the impeller, and the augers turn. But they have a brake on them, so they're quite hard to do. And when it came in, both tires had 0 air in them. And I pumped them up so I could at least roll it around. You couldn't even push it. A lot of friction on those tires. So now, let's get that cover off of there. I want it on the lift, but the lift is occupied. This is just in case I have to order a coil or something like that. I don't even know what kind of motor that is, guys. Doesn't look like a Honda. We'll be able to tell more when we get this cover off. So, it does look like this handle has to come off, and I'm going to see if I can remove the front cover first. Right, there we go. That helps. Okay, there's all kinds of do-hummers and whatchamacallits, eh? Well, we can get out the spark plug, so I'm going to just check and see if it has a spark. First, I will use this spark detector, which is really a spark indicator, because they can lie to you if the light's not bright enough. Okay, so what's happening here is I've just hooked that light in series with the spark plug wire to the spark plug. Now we're looking for a light here. And we have to put the key back in to reroute the ground. Okay, let's see if we got a light. No spark at all. Absolutely no spark at all. Well, I guess the first thing we should do is check the spark plug. Maybe it's open. Simple things first, right? All right. Oh, we got a fighter jet going over. That doesn't happen very often here. Our fighter base is about 300 miles from here. It says over OL, which is open. To ground is open, and end to end should be about 15,000, 5,000 to 20,000 ohms. and it's showing 4 million. So something evil happened inside that spark plug. I wonder if I got one. I'll have to cross-reference it. I got the phone. Alrighty. Can you guys see that meter? This is a good previously owned plug. BPR 5ES and BPR 6ES come up on the computer as the same plug, and they cross-reference to the Torch F6 RTC that we've taken out of this Chinese clone. Yes, this motor's a Chinese clone. It's not a Briggs, it's not a Honda, it's just a Chinese clone. So we're going to do a measure to ground, which should be open, right? Do you see that? And then we're going to measure to the tip, and it measures 4.63K, which is, in my humble opinion, a good plug. And I had 4 others like it. I've checked all of them. All of these. NGK BPR 60Y, that is a good cross-reference. Of course, the 5ES is. And if you want to do the old-fashioned, RN9YC by Champion. Or a First Fire, which looks like an E3. It's FF-22. It'll work too. And I've got a brand new BPR 5ES right here if I need one. But I don't have a problem using old plugs. Previously owned plugs. So, are we ready? I always try and thread these by hand the first few times, because I don't know if you guys saw my Lawn Boy video, and the owner just put the spark plug in with a wrench and it cross-threaded, and we had to do a new thread job on that. That was a good video, I thought. It's going to rattle because the cover's off, eh? But it should start now, and it should start right away. Are you ready? Okay, gas is on. Well, let's just prime it a little bit, choke, and it should just fire now. Okay, time for a proper spark plug check. Ground. A good ground. Something's not right here, guys. We got 2 problems. Yeah, we got 2 problems. Okay, I'll be right back. I got to figure this out. All right, something's a little wacky, guys. I got to put her on the hoist. Good. Now, so I remember when I said that these spark indicators can lead you down the wrong garden path. Although in this case it did, because I put this spark plug with a ground indicator onto the end of the spark, and this is grounded like it should be in the frame, so that you ground that, and then the spark goes through the spark plug to ground, and I'm not seeing a spark on this indicator. Thank you. You know who you are. And so I got to lift it up and have a look. All right. So now I'm just going to take this cover off of here. Alright, don't let all this crazy stuff intimidate you. This is the flywheel. This is the coil. When the magnets go by that, when the magnets, let's see if we can get a better shot of that. When the magnets go by the coil, right there, you're supposed to show a spark, right? This is the end of, nothing is grounded on this. In fact, this wire was broken. This is the shut-off wire. It didn't have one. So if we ground this, we should see a light. If we ground this, we should see a light here. You see that light there? But when we run it through a spark plug, any good spark plug, it won't jump the gap. Now I could use a little adapter I've got made up for me, but that's a little confusing just for a quick reference. So we'll just do this. We'll ground that, and it won't jump the gap at all. We'll do that again just for you. Isn't that interesting? And I'm going to just do it through the... I'm going to just do it straight through the spark plug. To verify it. Now I have to look for the spark, so I'll just do this myself. There shouldn't be a jump. No spark. That's interesting, huh? Alright, this coil was just in here like that. Two 10mm bolts, and I took the coil off. And there we have the coil off, right like that. So I'm going to go in the shed and see if I've got something close to that size. Alright, this is how you organize stuff in a part shop. It's an orange box. Honda, Tecumseh, coils and miscellaneous. So there's the old Tecumseh. Whoop. There's the old Tecumseh. New Tecumseh, miscellaneous, and the Honda. So let's put the bad one over here with the bad parts. Dump this out and I'll find one that works. Maybe. This could be a good one. It's off of a 196, right? That's exactly what we're looking for, something like that. There's a couple of them. That's good. 3. That looks like it came off a generator. So we got a bit to look at here. Okay, there's our old coil. And this is the one that was labeled 196. That's about as close as you can get, guys. I might put that other one in there just to test it too. Alright, it's a little dark, but we're doing good. So I got a spare Honda coil. And we have this card I have measured at 10mm. I can even prove that to you if you want. But we're just going to tighten this coil up now. Boy, we might even have to use the cheater. Okay, let's push that down on there hard. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to see if we get a light on this spark plug. This is the spark plug indicator I was talking about. Got to find a good ground. We got to find a cranker. This is an honest to God spark plug test, homemade one though. So watch the coil. Gotta watch me too, I don't want to get zapped. Did you see the do it one more time for you. That's about as good a shot as you can get. Now I just got to put it back together and figure out where this lead connects. The lead that shuts everything off. Oh, back out. So we got a good coil. And this is the lead that comes off the coil that shuts everything off right here. Comes off the coil there, right there. I know I've got stuff hanging all over it, all over the place, but it should start as long as we don't have anything to pinch. Oh, are we on or off? We're running. So that should kill it. The key should kill it. Okay, so we turn it on. I don't know why they even have these keys when there's a run switch right beside it. Run. Oh, maybe we need a little bit of choke. So we're there. I just have to connect this to this. This wire broke. Cool! Okay, just looking at this, it kind of looks like the modern Briggs & Stratton engine cover. But I don't know. It's definitely not Briggs, Honda, or Tecumseh. So yes, I'm just going to bolt this back together again, just exactly the same way you saw me take it apart. So this is number one, if I can get it in. Okay, FYI, we got the cover on, we've got the tank on, and now we're just putting this last cover on. And the wiring, I don't have one of these male-female in-out plugs, so I just use an inline splice with a proper crimper. You can see that, that's properly crimped. And no shiners. This is insulation there. You can see the wire there and the wire there. That's just protection. We're just going to have to put up with that. And now we can bolt it together and give it a go. I don't even think the oil needs to be changed. It's like brand new. Look at that. So I think the customer wanted to stop at a certain spot, and I think we're there. I'll just bolt it back up. Okay, it's tied up nice and neat. Now we're just going to put the cover on. But it had just enough spark there that you could detect it and feel it, but it wouldn't jump the gap on the plug. Electric impact wrench makes a huge difference, but you should start them by hand because this kind of stuff is really easy to strip. Okay. Are we there? I think so. Let's plug it in, see if we can start it. plugged in. It's got oil. Should we try and start it? No, let's just choke it. We are right now turned off, I believe. Run. Alright, that's a wrap. All I gotta do is put this cover back on, and we're there. Thank you, guys. Alright, guys, these are the little things. The piece of plastic was stripped off this cover. I didn't actually do that, but it does happen. So now we're going to just see if we can add this on with a fender washer. That's exactly what fender washers are for. And we'll see if we can squash it down with this and not wreck anything. That's good, eh? That's the difference between a job and a job well done. Yes, you could order the cover. Yes, you could bill the customer unlimited amounts of money. But that's not the way. It's a little tight. It's plastic, right? I love it. She's done. A little smoky in here. I think I better open up some windows.